Hey everybody, I just received a new Dewalt flashlight. It is the DCL043, and you're probably saying to yourself, John, that light's been out for quite a few years. And it has. The DCL043 has been out for quite a while. But this is the Type 2 version. They've changed it, they upped the lumens, so they've made it brighter, and they've changed the type of light it is as well. So the old one, Type 1, has been out quite a few years, like I said. One of the commenters on one of my videos, one of the other videos, let me know about that, the new Type 2 version of this light. Thank you. I think Willie Portillo was the name. So thank you, Willie. Appreciate that. Once I saw that comment, I did go on the DeWalt website, and I did see that they did have a new version of this light. So I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to lights. I like flashlights, especially rechargeable ones. I have quite a few lights over the years, mostly surefire tactical type of lights that I use for work. But in my private or personal life, I do like having lights around the house. It's nice. Behind our property, we don't have any houses or anything like that. It's all dark at night, so I like to have a light in case I need to be out there looking to see what's going on or whatnot at night, animals or people, whatnot. So it's always good to have a light. If you own a property, a large property like a farm or a business or something like that, you probably want a light like this. That being said, if you're looking for a rechargeable light, these are not the best on the market. There are better, brighter lights with more features, and I think Ryobi, like Rigid, they all have lights that are actually brighter than these DeWalt lights. But if you're already in the DeWalt line of tools and you have the batteries, then you may as well stick with these lights because they are good lights and they're nice and bright. They're just not the best on the market. So again, there are better lights. If you're going to buy a light from scratch with a battery, then you can buy something else. But these are good lights if you're in the DeWalt platform. Okay, so that being said, I'll get into the actual features of the light and the differences, which are not many, in a bit. If this video is helpful to you or you find it entertaining, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I see that people are watching the videos. They give me a thumbs up. It helps them out a little bit. If you enjoy other videos, then maybe you should subscribe. I would appreciate that too. It makes me want to make more videos. I joked around in my other videos saying I don't have many videos, and there's better channels to subscribe to, but I see that people are actually subscribing to my channel, and it makes me want to make more videos. I appreciate that. So getting into the light. If I were to look at both of these lights, there is no difference in the actual construction of the lights. The rubber overmold is the same. They both have the hooks on the back of the light. The pistol grip and the switch are all identical. How the battery makes onto the bottom, same. The older Type 1 version of the light came with a belt hook in the package, and the package was a clamshell, like a plastic clamshell that you could actually see the light through. The new light does not come with a belt hook. It's not included in the package. And the package is a cardboard box. I guess maybe they're trying to be a little more environmentally friendly with a cardboard box rather than plastic clamshell packaging. The heatsink is identical. I can't see any different in regards to the heatsink. Again, if I were looking at the lights outside, the only difference is you can see on the sticker, which is located right here, it tells you whether it's Type 1 or Type 2. So Type 2 will be the new 1500 lumen on high and 500 on low. Type 1 is 1000 lumens maximum, and the low is a red beam. So on high, it just uses the 3 LEDs on top, and on low, it has a red LED on the bottom, and it's an orange peel reflector, so it kind of spreads it out a little bit more. And it's obviously to preserve your night vision, the red. So if you're hunting, or if you're using it for law enforcement or whatnot, or maybe you're a paramedic or something, I'm not sure, well, maybe not a paramedic, but if you need to preserve your night vision in whatever you're doing, then maybe you would want the Type 1, because that has the red light. Personally, I've used red lights for work, and it does preserve your night vision, but I don't need it for my personal life. I just want a nice bright light with some multiple settings, maybe from bright down to a low light for if I'm happen to do some work or not, whatnot. So So this new Type 2 uses all 4 LEDs. So when you turn it on, all 4 LEDs come up to 1500 lumens. And when you click it again, it drops to 500 lumens. And it still uses all 4 of the LEDs. Unfortunately, Dewalt did not improve on that. So it's just 2 settings, 1500 and 500. And you have to cycle through those no matter how long the light is on. I mentioned that on the other review I did of the work light. I would like to see if you could have a variable switch, and maybe hold the switch in and it would probably dim down slowly to a setting where you might want to use it and preserve battery life. That being said, battery life on these lights is extremely good. I haven't tested it on the Type 2 yet, but on the Type 1 I used a 5 amp hour battery and turned the light on and left it on in my work room, and 6 hours later I came back and the brightness was still the same, and the battery was about 2 out of 3 bars on the battery indicator. When I came back the next day, the light had died and the battery was dead. So, but I do know for sure that the light lasts at least 6 hours with a 5 amp hour battery. So my intention is to take both of these lights out tonight in a field somewhere where I can get some extended range and test out the difference between the 1500 lumen Type 1, or sorry, the 1500 lumen Type 2 to the 1000 lumen Type 1, and we'll check out to see the difference, how much difference it exactly makes. And while we're doing that, I'm actually going to test the batteries, because I noticed when I was using my Type 1 light, when I used a really small battery, the ones that come with the drill kits, I think they're 1.5 amp hour batteries. When you use those, it doesn't look as bright as if you use the 5 amp hour battery. So it got me to thinking, maybe if you use an even bigger battery, it might be even brighter. So we're going to try, I'll try when on the new light, after I finish comparing both of these lights, on the new light, I'm going to cycle through the small 1.5 amp hour battery up to the 5 amp hour, and then I'll even try the 9 amp hour flex volt battery. We'll see if there's any difference in brightness at all. There may be, maybe not. I'm pretty sure there is a difference in the smallest battery for sure. So that being said, we're going to take both of these lights and go outside and see what they look like. Okay, we're at a local soccer field near my home. It was hard to find a place that was actually dark enough so that I could use the light. There's all kinds of city lights around obviously, but anyway, I parked at the edge of the field and I've measured off 100 meters out into the field, and I have the camera exposure locked and the lens pointed towards my vehicle. So at first I will try DCL043 Type 1 and shine it right on my car. That's Type 1, and that's Type 2. So there is a clear difference. This is on high setting, of course. So that's 1500 lumens Type 2, and that's 1000 lumens Type 1. Again, I'm using full power flex volt batteries for both of these lights. So that's Type 1, 1000 lumens. Type 2, 1500 lumens. So it's clearly brighter. I hope that can show up on video. And Type 1 again, I'll dial it down to the low setting, which is red. I'm not sure that shows up very good at all. And that's off. And this is the Type 2, the new light, on high, and then on 500 lumens, which is low. So now we'll try different batteries just to see if there's a difference in brightness. So we've already clearly seen the light on high with the flex volt battery. This is a 9 amp hour battery. Do my best to shine right at the car, and I'm just going to swap it out now for the smallest 1.3 amp hour battery. That's the 1.3 amp hour. I would say there's a difference. So That's the 1.3 amp hour battery. And I'll move it up to the 5 amp hour. That's the 5 amp hour battery. And I will move it up again to the 9 amp hour flex volt. It's hard to tell, but I think there's definitely a difference between the smallest one and the largest one. So anyway, folks, there you have it. That is the comparison of Type 1 and Type 2 of the DCL043. If you found this video helpful, please give me a like, and I would like for you to subscribe. It helps me make some more videos. And if you didn't like this video and you're going to give me a thumbs down, be polite and tell me why. That way I can hopefully make better videos. Thank you very much for watching. Take care out there.